Welcome back. Well, all right, pizza lovers, you're going to love tonight's Entrepreneur Sunday guest. She's putting a spin on an Italian favorite. It's a dope pizza joint in the Midwest serving up flavor and culture. And of course, it's Black owned. The owner of Missing Brick, Q Wimberly, explains how her family business combines trap and a slice of life you'll only find at her restaurant. LaQuisha, first off, I want to welcome you to Entrepreneur Sunday. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, we're excited about this. I mean, not every day do we see Black folk get involved in the pizza industry, right? So tell us all about the Missing Brick and how you got this idea and started this business.
Well, the Missing Brick is everything pizza's been missing. I have really started this business to bring along my two sons on an entrepreneurial journey. I myself have been an entrepreneur for the last 15 in a totally different field. Came across pizza because my youngest son loves pizza. So growing up, that's what we ate as a staple in the household. You know, you can have it Saturday, you can warm it up the next day for Sunday. So it was always a very important part of our family growing up and cooking it together, and everybody was able to put their own toppings. So with the Missing Brick, it was something like, oh, let's bring the kids in, let's do pizza. And no, you're right. There's not a lot of females alone, Black females in the pizza industry. So I knew that was something that Indianapolis itself needed, was something that represented our culture, but also was showing them how to fill a void that our community needed, because we overlook certain things because we think we can't do those things. And we stick to the things that is more common in our culture. So I wanted to break that and do something a little bit more different. So a lot of our dishes are dishes that replicate urban dishes like rib tips, buffalo wings. We got seafood boil. So all of those are something that kind of represent what you would use or see or eat in an urban community.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you got my mouth watering right now because, I mean, you're speaking my language because first off, you mentioned seafood and seafood on a pizza, and I already love a good slice of pizza. But I mean, yes, how you were able to kind of create an urban twist to that so that you can still represent us in an Italian industry.
Well, really, I wanted to create our own pizza style. So what I try to do is create an indie style. And through that, I use a lot of the well-known chefs here who make their own sauces, make their own seasoning. So with the trap seafood pizza, it is a collaboration with another brick and mortar, which is the Trap Seafood joint, because we didn't want to really compete in the traditional Sicilian pizza, Detroit style pizza, California style pizza, because we weren't in that lane. We want to create our own lane. So indie style pizza is what we created.
That's awesome. And then talk about, you wanted to build generational wealth for your sons. I mean, this is something that we need in the Black community to continue to build up our own wealth. How did you decide to make this an investment for you and your family?
I decided to make this move, especially after my youngest son was in a car accident. He was a basketball star, played all his life from 5 years old up until senior school, flipped his car 3 times, fell asleep at the wheel. Very, very, very lucky that he was just, scraped up really, really bad, but he lost most of his senior year season, which counted him out on a lot of his scholarships. So just to give him a purpose and to find something that he loved to do. And the one thing that he did, he was able to do, I think one summer, was work at a pizza joint. And he was so happy. He really liked it. So I was thinking, let's do that. And to think about it, like, anyone can really make pizza. You just have to have really good recipes. But I knew that with us just creating our own, there was no wrong way to go with creating a recipe. Because again, anything can go on pizza. It's just basically just the crust is what matters. The cheese is what's matter. Once you cross those two boundaries, you're pretty much good. Because now we use all type of sauces as well. So yeah.
Wow. I mean, listen, I got to make a trip to see you. Well, Q, tell me about that. You mentioned the recipes. What's a fan favorite? What does everybody have to come to your place for?
You got to try the Trap. I mean, the Trap Seafood Pizza is none like no other. I try seafood pizza everywhere I go. And every time I go somewhere, I'm like, oh, I'm so thankful. Ours is just so good because, like I said, we are collaborated with the chef Oya. So she has her own line of trap butter. And we use jumbo shrimp. So you get 8 slices with 8 jumbo shrimp. And then we use lump crab down the center. And then we drizzle it with garlic butter. And then we put the young bay seasoning and fresh parsley and fresh green onions. And it is so good. It's even better the next day. That baby has got us on just about every news channel, the newspaper, the best of Indy. She is the star of the show.
Yeah, it sounds like, I'm telling you, you got me hungry. Like, Lord Jesus, the crab meat, all of that.
The crab meat.
You know, since that is the thing, I mean, for you, you got this started for you and your sons. What advice would you give to any other entrepreneurs out there who are looking to break into the same industry or just to start a business?
I say, look into expos. There are expos for every industry. You want to do a car wash, look into the car wash industry expos. That's where you're going to find people who are going to be able to give you that information, give you leads. We all know you pay one set price. You can take multiple classes at expos. And so take advantage of your resources that are at your fingertips and just launch the idea. When you believe in yourself on that level and deliver with that level of confidence, they say, build it, they will come. I believe in that.
Mm-hmm. And deliver, no pun intended. Deliver is my next question. Can you ship me a pizza?
Everybody asks that. I'm working on that, especially that trap. Everybody asks to ship that trap across the nation. I'm like, it can be done. Let me work on that.
Yes, I love it. Well, I mean, last question for you. Where can folks find you if they make a trip to Indy? Where can they find you?
You can find us at 6404 Rucker Road, Indianapolis, Indiana, Suite 105. We're also the Missing Brick Indy on Instagram and Facebook.
Awesome. And then also, do you guys have a website?
We do, themissingbrick.com.
Perfect. Well, Q, thank you so much. Good luck to you and your family. I'm so excited about this. I literally want to make a trip, or you could just hit me up when you actually get to shipping this pizza out too.
That's what I would do. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you.
If you weren't hungry before this, I know you are. Well, if you are in Indianapolis or plan to visit, stop by the Missing Brick for Black Restaurant Week, which runs from July 23rd to August 1st. James?